Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be installing, possibly breaking some sort of unwritten rule. We are going to be installing some Japanese auto parts on my American Ford F-150. So what we've got here is a set of LED taillights which are going to go on my 2020 F-150. This company, Valenti Japan, reached out to me and asked if they could send me a set that I could install on my truck and make an honest review video for you guys, so that is what we're going to do today. So right off the rip, I will let you guys know that these are pretty comparable in price to some of like the Morimoto or some of those other headlights or taillights that you can buy out there on the market right now. These retail for, I believe, the $800 or $900 price point. If packaging is any indication for how good of a quality they're going to be, these are going to be very well made. The packaging was overdone, but I would say in a good way. This box came inside of another box. We've got some very thick foam padding. We've got perfectly etched, shaped packaging for the lights themselves. They give you some pretty couple pages. I would imagine these instructions are probably going to be pretty thorough in English. These are Japanese parts, but the instructions are in English. Looks like we've got a sticker back here as well. And then depending on what type of truck you have, if you've got halogen or LED lights, my truck has got halogen lights, so we probably won't need any of these, but I would imagine if you're an LED light guy, you're going to need these harnesses right here. Please read before installation, all that basic stuff. But yeah, packaging so far 10 out of 10. So what really piqued my interest about these taillights was the sequential pattern that these guys have. If you guys are familiar with the way that like the Mustang turn signal works, or some of these other, I think Audi has the same way. So on these things here, you can see you've got these different levels, right? Or these, yeah, I guess levels, tiers of these lights, right? When you do turn signals, and you guys will see in the demonstration, but if they've got a really cool sequential on and off sequence for when you turn on your vehicle, turn off the vehicle, use your lane changing blinker. It's really cool. Turn signal is the word I couldn't think of earlier, but looks wise, they're very different from anything I've ever done before, but you know, just because it's different doesn't mean that it's going to be a bad thing. Sometimes different is a good thing, and I'm excited to see how these guys look on the truck. Another thing that I love, and it's probably my favorite part of any mod that you can possibly do, is the plug and play option. These guys are true 100% plug and play. As far as installation goes, it doesn't really get much easier. You've got 2 bolts, 1 and 2, 8mm, not 10mm, so you can actually find the socket. Those come out, and then these taillights just pull right out. Very simple. Okay, and now that we've got the stock light off, you can see the difference side by side. It's funny, the actual shape of these are very much the same, but because of the placement of the lights, it looks like a completely different shaped tail light. But when you really look, you can see it's just nice and rounded. This guy's nice and rounded. So it won't really mess with the body lines of the truck very much, which I actually do appreciate, because I think that the way that this truck is shaped naturally is very nice, very visually pleasing. But the way that these lights are going to complement the back end now should be pretty sweet. So going back to what I was saying about these guys being plug and play, so here is the stock light right here. After you take it off, yeah, it is incredibly dusty, but all you're doing to unplug it from the truck is taking out this plug right here. Granted, these are the halogen lights. I don't have a higher trim package, so I don't have LEDs. So all you have to do to remove this is take off those 2 8mm bolts and then unplug this guy right here. Now, to hook up these new guys that we have right here, don't be intimidated by these wires back here. All I'm going to be doing is taking that plug that I unplugged from the stock and plugging it in to this guy right here. I will note that you have 2 green wires right here. Well, white with green. If you do not want them to be sequential as far as like the toot 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 portion goes, and you want to just be one solid blink, you can plug in these 2 guys into each other right here, and they will not be sequential. I'll do one of each when I install these so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But all I'm going to be doing, since I have halogen lights, is going to be plugging this guy back in and then popping in the 2 8mm bolts, and these guys will be good to go. I haven't fully bolted them down or snapped these guys into place yet, but it gives a very, very different look and appearance to the truck. I wonder what it'll be like when I've got both installed. I'm not too sure about how I feel right now, if I'm being completely honest with y'all about the way that these look, but I'm not going to judge a book by its cover. We're going to get these guys fully installed. I'll give you guys some examples of how the lights work, how it sequentially works, how it works when it's not sequential, and then we'll make our decision of if we like it or not. Alright guys, so I guess this is why we do not judge a book by its cover, right? So, check this out. Yeah, I think that looks pretty darn cool, if you ask me. Golly, I wish this thing would focus a little bit better. It looks awesome. We'll come over here. It just makes the other taillight look so boring. That's the stock one over there. And then we come over to the new one over here. Very different look, I will give you that. It's definitely something that I've never seen before. Certainly nothing I've ever seen before from any company really. So I think I like it, truthfully. I'm gonna throw the other one on there. I'm gonna see how it looks when it's completely done with both sides on. All right, we got the second one installed here. This one is going to be the solid version of it. So instead of having the sequential, it'll be just a solid flash, right? Nothing sequential about it, just bang, all the lights flashing all at once instead of the gradual sequential pattern. I will turn on the hazards and give you guys another example right now. All right, so as you can see, this is a solid blinking pattern here. All the lights all at once. And there's that super cool side-to-side sequential pattern going right there. I definitely like the sequential pattern. This is definitely one of the selling motivational features of getting lights like these. So to me, I don't see it making a whole lot of sense to not take advantage of those features. So we're definitely gonna leave those green wire pins unplugged from each other. We're gonna rock the sequential with this one. I'll be honest guys, this thing looks pretty ridiculous, pretty awesome. Golly. This truck driving down the road at night is gonna be one of the coolest, meanest looking rides out there. I don't know what it is about these lights. I don't know if it's the angle of like the LEDs, but they look like blades. They look like individual like cleaver knives almost. I don't even know how to, maybe katanas, maybe because it's a Japanese product it was made to sort of resemble that, but golly man, these things look so cool. I'm gonna flip on the lights for you guys actually, like the turn signal hazard lights, so you guys can see these things working in real time. It's so cool. Dude. I hope this isn't like hurting y'all's eyes or whatever, but this in real person, in real time, these lights are so stinking cool. Y'all, it's like I said at the beginning of the video, we are not gonna judge a book by its cover. When I first mocked these lights up on the truck, did not know how I felt about them. But now, I tell you what, y'all, these things look so cool, so mean. We're gonna walk over one more time for this outro, just so you guys can see them one more time. Y'all might be sick of the B-roll by now, but I don't care, because these things look so stinking cool. Obviously, these lights will be linked in the description below. Huge shout out to Valenti Auto for sending these out to me. These things look awesome. It's pretty cool, honestly, that you can do Japanese parts on domestic Ford pickups. That might be violating some sort of unwritten cardinal rule, but to me, these things look so awesome and actually complement the truck a lot. It's pretty odd that something as small as like one light fixture, whether it be taillights or headlights, can affect the look of a truck so much, but these things really do affect it in a huge way, and I think it looks awesome. These things are definitely going to be on for the foreseeable future. Again, huge shout out to Valenti Auto for sending these, or Valenti Japan Auto for sending these out to me so I can make a review video for you guys. Like I said already, these will be linked in the description below. If you guys have any questions, leave it down in the comments below. I try my best to respond to all of them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will catch you guys on the next video. Peace!